guys, welcome back to the channel. So as you've seen in the beginning of the video here, I bought something on an auction and I didn't feel like it was worthy enough to make a whole video on it. So I just threw a clip in the beginning of the video here. I purchased a Kubota L4600 off of auction. Supposedly the hydro's out, has 600 original hours on it, so didn't give too much for it. But it didn't come with a loader either. The loader sold separate, and it sold for just as much as I paid for the tractor, which is worth it. I could have doubled my money, but I'm trying to buy some other things right now, so I really didn't want to buy a loader that I'm just going to look at until someone comes across and buys it. So my plan right now for that Kubota is to part it out unless the parts aren't that expensive, because that's like a $13,000 Kubota there. So if the parts ain't too expensive, then I might fix it up, but for right now it's gonna be a parts tractor. But yeah, right now we are on the road with my 826, and if you guys seen my hay video, you knew that my 826 stopped going in high or low, and it was just a cotter key, real simple fix once I got to it. So got all that done and it's working great now. Before we get any farther into today's video, I need to read a Bible verse over you guys, and today it's gonna be coming out of 2 Kings chapter 20 verse 5, and it says, "I have heard your prayers and seen your tears. I will heal you." As long as you follow the Lord, no matter what you go through, your ups and downs, the Lord will be looking out for you. It might not be right then and there that you feel it, but He is looking out for you and watching your daily steps. And He's just in your downs, in your struggles, He is sending you through that to make you stronger. And in your good times, just know the Lord's always doing something in your life, whether good or bad, just making you stronger for the better. But yeah, right now I loaded my 826 up. I'm gonna go mow some little patches of hay and do a little bush hogging. So I'll probably just set you guys on the tripod and get some footage, but I might throw the drone up for a minute and get a little bit of footage of that and go from there. So I guess, yeah, I'm about here now. I'll hook the hay bind up, run back, and hopefully get to cutting some hay, and hopefully it don't rain, because there's rain north and south of us, but I don't think it's gonna hit us, so I don't know. But I'm about here, so I'll get hooked up, run back here, and then throw you guys on the tripod. You guys seen in the time lapse, I got that field mowed. You really couldn't tell in the time lapse, but I was having tons of issues. That field hadn't been mowed in a few years, so it's pretty nasty. I don't even know why I mowed it, but I might just round bale it maybe, because there's a lot of weeds and whatnot. But I got around the pond. There's the pond. I got around the pond mode on this side and on this side, and I got the baler here now. I've raked to this side and some of this side, but it's only 2 o'clock, so it's still a little, needs to dry out a little longer. And I got trees I'm working with, so some of it probably won't dry out. But this is the old pasture. We used to have cattle in here, but we ain't had cattle in here for a few years now. And I'm not bored, I'm just so burnt out on tearing tractors apart and whatnot that I wanted to do something different. So I came over here and started dorking around. So I mowed hay with the 826, as you guys kind of seen. I didn't get too much footage of it just because I really didn't know what was all out here. Still, I didn't know there was rocks, and I know there's a lot of tree branches and trees and whatnot. But yeah, I didn't know what all was out here, so I just focused on mowing and didn't really worry about getting no drone footage for you guys or anything. But Yeah, over here, I got just this little section cut and raked up. It's pretty thick. And after I get all this mowed or baled, I mean, I'm gonna come in here with chainsaw and my skid steer with a grapple and get all of these thorn trees out of here, because they're no good. They're tire poppers, and they don't need to be here. You gotta get all these branches out of the hay. But yeah, I'm gonna come in here after I get done and chop all them down. There's a bunch in that other field that I mowed around, some down there, as you guys can see. And just, yeah, all over, there's a bunch of them, just because we ain't been in here in a few years. So they've had time to grow and whatnot. And this just used to be pasture, so they've been growing for a little while. But get this hay baled. I just raked this section right up here, this little part, and then over there on the other side. And then that's the field right on the other side of the tree line there that I put you guys on the time-lapse mode and mowed. But I also mowed right down here. Yeah, it's pretty thick in here too. This was pretty nice grass, honestly. There wasn't too many weeds out here, so should be pretty good. This is old, oh, what do you call it? Shoot. We used to put, I don't even remember now. We used to put some kind of powder stuff or whatever in this. My dad built this trough thing here, and we used to put, protein and whatnot in this for the cows to eat, but it's rotten now, as you guys can see. But yeah, I got my D17 over here as well. I've been tedding hay with it. I tedded everything yesterday, so I mowed it a couple days ago, tedded yesterday, and this part and that side will go today. That side's real thin, so it'll definitely go. This side pretty thick, but it should go. This part right here is really thick. I'm just waiting on tomorrow for it, because it's not like I got rain to worry about. At least I shouldn't have rain to worry about. And then over there's a lot of weeds and really thick, and yeah, I was clogging the hay vine and whatnot, and it was just a mess. But I got it cut, and yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and re-ted this section here, get it all fluffed up again. As you guys can see, I made a pass already. Get it fluffed up, and then I gotta bale before I can get back over to this field, because I made an entrance right over there. The entrance used to be down there, but trees have grown because we ain't been in here. So I tore some fence out down there and got through. But yeah, there's just a lot of thorn trees in here that need cut down, and then it should be pretty good little field after we get them weeds out of there. Now that I cut them, they should die down a little bit. But what I'm gonna do now, I ain't gonna throw you guys on the drone just yet. That'll probably be for the hay or the baling footage. But I'm just gonna set you guys back on the tripod on the time-lapse mode and re-ted this section here, and then hopefully that thin part's dry enough to go ahead and bale it, and then I can get it all in groups of 10, and then hopefully the thick part right up there is ready to bale, and I can get it baled and get over there to ted that other section. So I'll set you guys on the tripod now and get to work. And just like that, this little patch here is tedded. The old D17 doing an excellent job. Really, since I threw this motor in, I really haven't done too much hard work with it, but it's starting to leak a little bit here and there. Leak right up there. Looks like the rear main's starting to leak. There's a leak up there. Leaks about everywhere on this thing, so it'll be on the chopping block probably before too long. I mean, my 826 is coming first, but it'll definitely need some attention. I did not rebuild the motor in that thing. I bought the motor, or I bought a package deal out of Ohio, and a D17 I bought had this motor in it, freshly rebuilt, they said. So maybe they used the junk rear main seal and it finally went out, or heck if I know. But yeah, I honestly think this would go today. But since I'm a one-man show, I can't do it all in one day. So as long as I get that side and up here baled and it all tetted, then after church tomorrow, I'll hit her hard. So I think my allergies are kicking in. Yeah, get me a cab tractor before too long. But yeah, I'm gonna go check the hay over there, see if it's dry yet, so I can start baling, and then I'll probably throw you guys on the the drone, and try to get some drone footage of baling around the pond there. So I'll check the hay, grass, whatever you want to call it, see if it's dry, and if it is, then we'll get to baling. As you guys seen in the drone footage, I got it all baled up. Didn't make much on this side of the pond, but on the other side, there was a decent amount. I mean, not many, but I mean, it wasn't too much. Wasn't too big of an area. The big area is tomorrow. But got 75 bales today, so I mean, that's better than nothing. And they're all on there. Did them all by hand. Tomorrow I'm gonna put them in groups of 10 and use the grapple. I didn't know how out of shape I was until today, but put them all on there. 75 bales. I'm probably gonna be like 300 plus bales tomorrow, I hope. But I got my school bus here, so it's gonna be loading some hay, so make sure to stay tuned, because I'm gonna be putting hay on this thing. The brakes came back somehow, so I drove it over here. So if it dies here, then I'll just torch it up and haul it to the scrapyard. But yeah, and you guys might be wondering about this tractor pulling the hay wagon with. This is my grandpa's 7030 here. This tractor I will never let leave. If it does leave, I'm gonna be pretty teed off. Grandpa passed away when I was 3, and that's one tractor of his that needs to stay around. I really don't want it to go anywhere, because yeah, it's just one memory of my grandpa. A few other tractors up there, but this one near and dear to my heart. I love this one. My dad loves the other one, so yeah, they'll never leave, hopefully. If they do, I'm gonna be really mad. But I guess I'm gonna call it quits for today. Go home, take a shower, go to bed, go to church in the morning, and then come over here right after church, rake hay, and then get to baling. So I guess I will see you guys tomorrow. So I didn't get no drone footage of doing hay today just because the windrows were so thick and heavy. I wanted to focus on baling and not clogging up the baler. But I had help picking up hay today, so my help put it all in groups of 10 for me so I could use my skid loader and the grapple. And as you guys seen in the drone footage, I use the school bus to load hay. So I think I got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 170, 180, let's say, on the school bus here. I got this idea off Facebook of converting this thing into a hay hauler. And the guy that I seen do it put a wood platform right here so you don't have to worry about the wheel wells. But for this little bit I was doing, I wasn't too worried about it. So it actually don't look half bad. If I would have cut the roof and the sides all the way up to the driver's seat, then it'd fit a lot of hay on here. But since it's got that wall, it's kind of hard to bust these windows out. I don't want to be picking up glass and whatnot, but it honestly did a pretty good job. So what I'm gonna do now is go get the hay wagon again and finish loading it. I got about 60 bales here on the ground to put on it. Well, 50, no, 60, yeah. 60 bales here to throw on it. I just went ahead and brought all of them over with the skid loader from the bottom patch over there, just because right here I really didn't get it smoothed out too well. It was a big washout, so it's really rough. About lost the 75 bales yesterday that were on the hay wagon, so decided just bring them all over here with skid loader, bring the hay wagon on this side, and I can turn it around up there and yeah, load them over here, and then I'll take it and get some money. So yeah, I'm gonna take the school bus up to the barn now, bring the hay wagon back, get it loaded, and then I will pick you guys back up. There we go, all the hay is picked up. Got it on the wagon here, and yeah, so what I gotta do now is take us back up to the house. I'm gonna hook this wagon up behind the square baler, take it over back to the barn, and then probably back my school bus in the barn up there for tonight, and then yeah, put the tractors all away because it's supposed to rain, and then I'll run back here and get my skid loader and my pallet forks, and then we will be all set. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I had fun filming it for you guys. I wish I could have got more footage for you guys, but sometimes you just got to focus on what you're doing and not worry about trying to get the cool shots for you guys, just because when you're trying to focus on too many things at once, it's just chaos, and that's when things go wrong. So I'm glad I was able to capture what I did for you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button for me. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, because the channel just keeps on growing. I keep trying to produce good content for you guys, or better content for you guys than my previous videos. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I guess I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching, take care, and God bless.